I'm Christian Lamitschka, and today I present you Ben Gregg. Ben, country music has many new fans in Europe who may be hearing about you for the first time. So how would you describe the music and yourself to someone who's never seen or heard you before?
Well, I would say that the country music that I do is probably a little more to the Roy Orbison, Chris Isaac side. I'm not a traditional country sound. I came from more of a traditional classical background, Broadway show tunes and such, but around the early 90s I started really falling in love with country music and made that switch. So I'm not a Texas type singer. I can't even fake it, so I just get on stage and let her rip.
So, do you have any interesting stories about how fans have been affected by your music?
Actually, the most interesting story is my mom, because she didn't think I could sing like this. And I thought she was going to disown me because, you know, she's more interested in Bach and Mozart. And she actually liked it, and the music, and thought that maybe I could do it. So that's been the most interesting reaction so far.
Okay. So who do you look up musically, and how deep do your musical roots run?
Well, mainly in the early days, I really looked up to artists like that could do it all, like Billy Joel or Sting, the guys that could write, play, and sing, and weren't just into the showmanship. Even though that's important, I'm just saying that they were really music people. And those are the ones that I look up to mainly. And of course, again, I had to bring in my mom because she's so skilled at the piano. And of course, I grew up listening to the Beach Boys and ABBA. You know, closet ABBA fan. I don't know why. I just Benny Anderson and Bjorn. I guess those guys can really write. So those are about my influences, and the Bee Gees and so forth.
So what's unique about you that differentiates you from other artists?
Well, like I said, it's not quite the traditional sound, and it's more vibrato, more rich in tones, not a lot of twang, and I think people, and that's what you have to do if you're going to break out as an artist. You can't sound like everybody else.
That's right.
And you can't come in here to Nashville and say, yeah, I sound like George Strait. Well, they already have a George Strait, so why would they need another? And I think that's what most artists don't get. They have to have their own sound, create their own image and their own act.
So when you get time off, how do you like to relax?
Well, actually, I like to play baseball or softball quite a bit. I like to run when I can, try to stay in shape. I like to get into the political arena up in Washington State. I ran for the U.S. Congress one time before I started this. I lost, though. That's why I'm here. I lost the election. But those are some of the things I like to do.
So what private hopes and desires do you have?
Well, I would like to take this career as far as we can take it. And then I would like to get into some other areas. When I'm too old to be an artist, I just like to stay and be a writer. You know, so I always you got to keep honing your writing skills.
So, what's your deadline to be an artist? Because see, Willie Nelson, how old he is, still performing.
You know, that's a great point. I may, I'm going to remember that. I might as well do it till I'm 70 or 75. Yeah, I mean, you can be an artist really as long as you. I think I was talking about the commercially successful, continually getting radio play. You generally have a short shelf life for that, but you're right. I could continue to be an artist for as long as I want. It's very good inspiration.
Well, so what can your fans expect to see when they see you in concert?
I think they can expect to see a good musical concert. Sometimes you go in and you just hear bass and drums. They're going to be able to hear the lyric. It'll be great vocals. I love harmony backgrounds. They're going to hear tight harmonies. And, of course, they're going to get their money's worth because that's what it's for. Without fans, we wouldn't be anywhere here, you know.
So many fans today get their information about artists via the internet. Do you have your own website, and what will fans find there?
Well, you'll find, of course, I got MySpace music, and then we've got Cupid Music, cupidmusic.com, and you'll have my information there, and you'll see 4 or 5 songs, and we keep replacing them every so often, and you can find all your information about our upcoming project. We have a CD or a single release in about August, and then a CD will come out shortly thereafter.
So what are your plans for the future?
Well, we're mastering our CD now, and after we get the single in the airplay, we'll start touring. Those are the immediate plans. And of course, in the future, hopefully we'll get into the Country Music Hall of Fame. That's the future.
So any message you like to send to your fans worldwide?
Well, gee, I really appreciate the fans from Europe, the people that have come here yesterday from England, Scotland, Austria, which was close to home to Germany, and the Netherlands. It's just great that country music is catching on in Europe. I think it's fantastic, and hopefully we can get over there more.
So thanks for the interview.
Oh, thank you, Christian. Appreciate it very much.